Hello and welcome to the Monday edition of Talking Football, where we follow all the action from La Liga and the Premier League. With me here in the studio is Michel Benguigui, former president of the Players Agent Association in France. Hello, Michel. Thank you for coming.
Hello, Jonathan. It's a pleasure to be here, as usual.
Thank you for coming again. Real Madrid and Barcelona look ready for the Clásico. Kun Agüero sets a new record for the citizens. And should we consider Southampton as a serious contender in England? All that and much more coming up. Michel, we begin with Barcelona. They beat Eibar 3-0. It wasn't easy, but their defense is amazing. 8 games, no goals.
Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing. And Barcelona is really, this year, I think, they are better than usual, because Neymar and Messi know each other very well. And so it's completely different. And Messi has one aim now, never forget, to be the best scorer in the history of the Liga, because the last one was, I don't remember, Zara, I think it was his name, Telmo Zara. It was between the 90s and the 50s. So for Messi, it's a great year.
And Messi and Neymar are doing great. Their defense is absolutely stellar. We saw Neymar scoring, we saw Messi scoring now against Eibar. And now let's switch to Real Madrid. Yes,
but
please.
What about Suarez? He will come. He will play the Clásico.
You don't pay 80 million euros for a player and don't bring him in.
First, he will play for the Clásico, I'm sure.
We'll see how he manages with Messi and
it will be
Neymar,
difficult.
that South American trio. Let's switch to Real Madrid. We said Barcelona don't concede goals. Real Madrid just don't stop scoring. 30 goals in 8 games. That's almost 4 per game. 5-0 against Levante. Will they score finally against Barcelona? Someone has to score against them.
In my opinion, they will win against Barcelona, because I am amazed by Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a fantastic player. Can you imagine a man like him, a player like him, who earned so much money,
and he's
fighting like a young player? It's great. His style, his look, his appearance, it changes in his mind. And he can make the difference any minute. Of course, in one team you have 3 great players and a strong defense. On the other one you have Ronaldo, Benzema, and unfortunately Bale will not play.
But Ancelotti knows how to make them all happy. Even Chicharito scores.
Of course. Unfortunately, Gareth Bale will not play. He is wounded. I don't know if you heard about that. He has a problem, and he will probably he will not play for the Clásico.
Not in the Clásico.
Yes.
Well, fortunately for Real Madrid, they have many big players.
Sure.
The Clásico, as we said, is coming up on Saturday, and we all love watching the Spanish Clásico with big names and the great football. But is there a chance this is one of the last Clásicos we will see? The referendum for independence of Catalonia, set for next month, may have big implications on one of the biggest rivalries in world football. Will Barcelona really be forced to leave the Spanish league if Catalonia votes for independence? And if it does, where will they play? Liz Barnbaum and Michael Friedman try to answer.
Many Catalonians feel it is time to separate from Spain, and inspired by the Scottish referendum held last month, Catalonia will hold a referendum on this subject on November 9th.
After seeing the strong message the Scottish and the people British sent to the world, we think that the Catalan political process will be reinforced in the next few weeks.
If Catalonia votes for independence, the Spanish sports press believes Barcelona will have to leave La Liga. Spanish law does not allow teams from foreign states to participate in local competitions, except for the Principality of Andorra. The Spanish daily Mundo Deportivo claims that even Barcelona has to realize they may have to move to their French neighbors' league, but the departure of Blaugrana to League One looks like an unsolvable legal battle. The Barcelona headquarters should also be located in France. The fundamental principle of the territory is very important for UEFA and would not be respected if they stay in Spain. In France, some would like Barcelona to start at the bottom of the ladder, while a club of that size belongs in the elite. Barcelona will also bring almost 300 million euros in debt, which DNCG, the financial watchdog of French football, will not be happy about. Another challenge would be the fact that the Catalonian side are still very dependent on TV rights. The club receives 150 million euros from TV rights in 2013 and the 2014 season, far more than the 44 million that PSG earned. Barcelona will also have to adapt to the French earnings, which would really hurt the club. The players at the club make an incredible annual earning, and almost 10 players get more than 5 million euros per season. This wouldn't be the first time a football club would be considering moving leagues. Monaco is part of the French League One despite an independent state. For many years, the two Glasgow giants, Celtic and Rangers, have even talked about moving to the Premier League to continue their economic growth. No one knows yet what will be the outcome of the referendum, but it may force Barcelona to move, and stars such as Messi, Neymar and Suarez would have to face small French sides instead of playing against Ronaldo, James Rodriguez and Gareth Bale.
Michel, can this really happen? Can Barcelona move to the French league and not the Spanish league? It sounds crazy.
It's crazy, yes, but to be frank, I don't think that we will reach this because, in fact, I know Spain perfectly. Catalonia is completely different from any part of Spain. When you are in the streets and you see, it's written in Catalan. And they speak Catalan. When they speak, even if we speak with you, they speak Catalan, and they don't care about you speak Spanish, English, or anything. They are really patriots for Catalonia, and of course they want their independence. But can you imagine if in France Brittany asks for independence, in Germany some parts of the country want, and it's very difficult. But it's particular for Catalonia. Anything can happen. Don't forget that the French Prime Minister was born in Barcelona, and he went to Spain to calm down because, can you imagine?
Catalonia is a part of Spain. I know that they're very patriotic. They want independence too.
Yes, they want the independence. But they will never get it, for sure. Even if they win this kind of referendum, you know what, that's the word, the real word. Even if the votes are for the independence, I am quite sure that they will never get it.
And let's remember, Scotland just had the referendum, and at the end they decided to stay with the United Kingdom.
It's different, Jonathan. It's different. I know Catalonia perfectly. It's in their mind, in their brain. They are from Catalonia, not from Spain. And maybe because of this, one day we will see them in French league. But to be frank, I don't think so.
Now, on a quick note, still with Spain, Atletico Madrid, they beat Espanyol 2-0 at home. Costa and Villa left. Mandzukic and Griezmann came in. Good enough replacements? Can they repeat last season?
No. They lost their best player. Griezmann is a good player.
Not as good as Costa.
He plays for the French team, so of course I am used to watch him. It's a fantastic player, but not
as good as Costa, not as good as Villa, obviously.
No, impossible.
Now let's see other results from La Liga. Seville continued their good run, this time winning 2-0 in Elche. Valencia lost ground after going down 3-0 in La Coruña, who were in relegation zone ahead of the match, and Villarreal beat Almeria 2-0 at their Madrigal Stadium. One more match is scheduled for tonight. Real Sociedad will host Getafe. Just ahead of the Clásico, Barcelona opened a 3-point gap at the top. The team from Catalonia is first with 22 points. Seville are second with 19, one more than Real Madrid, who is at third. Valencia and Atletico Madrid close the list of the top 5, both with 17. Premier League time now, and we begin with league leaders Chelsea, who went through a little scare at the end of their match, but still managed to get the 3 points. The Blues played in the London derby against Crystal Palace and seemed to be heading to a comfortable win on goals by Oscar and Fabregas, but the home team scored in the final minute, but not more than that. Chelsea wins 2-1. Michel, Chelsea, so Costa is out, Fabregas is in. Someone is always in to take care of business.
You can say what you want. They are the first, and they have, I think, 5 points.
5 points more than City.
So I'm not afraid for Chelsea. They will be in the third.
Someone who does not think that Chelsea are champions yet is their manager Jose Mourinho. He says it's still early. Let's wait a while.
It's a style.
Yeah. So he says, let's wait a while before we say we're champions.
You know, if you were in another league, another profile of league, I would say immediately yes, we will do it. In the Premier League, the only thing I can say is that we can do it. We can do it. But in the Premier League, I think is stupid to say we are going to do it because so many good teams, so many difficulties. Long way to go, very difficult runs in front of us.
When Mourinho speaks of very good teams, he surely refers to Manchester City, who proved this weekend how strong they really are. The citizens beat Tottenham 4-1 at home. Kun Aguero scored all 4 goals for the home team and even missed another penalty. The Argentine now is the all-time leading goal scorer for Manchester City, and he got a lot of praises from his manager, Manuel Pellegrini.
Was not easy for him last year when he had so many injuries to play in this performance that he did today when you are not 100% fit. But now in this season I think he's working very well. He made a good pre-season. He didn't start playing the first game, so he could have against he can be 100% fit, and now he will demonstrate again as he did before how he can play. Maybe he will not score 4 goals this game, but I think that he will demonstrate why everyone says that he's one of the best players of the world.
And we're joined now by I24 News reporter Michael Friedman. Hi, Michael.
Hi.
So usually we speak of Chelsea, Manchester City, Manchester United. Should we consider Southampton as a possible potential? 8-0, it's something you don't usually do.
Yes, I mean, Southampton is 3rd in the Premier League right now, and this win, 8-0, I mean, they just demolished.
And what's the English press saying?
The BBC reported Southampton demolishing Sunderland at St. Mary's in a game which showcases one of the Premier League's biggest, most spectacular own goal. I mean, the own goal was just an embarrassment. Santiago Vergini was probably very upset right now with himself. Ronald Koeman was voted the manager of the month, which was very exciting for him. And also in the National, the press said that Southampton's coach was quoted, "I'm very pleased, still a little bit in shock. That 8-0 result is nothing normal." And he was also surprised after 20 minutes that the score was 2-0, but he was very thankful that they had that first own goal, which really helped them get into the game.
So, Michel, the British press, as we hear, is thinking Southampton is for real. Can they hang along there with Chelsea, or it's something that's nice until November, until December, not more than that?
I start to believe in them. I had a small conversation with Morgan Schneiderlein, who is French and who is one of the best players. And at the very beginning, it was very angry because he was not transferred, he was supposed to do. They sold a lot of players. And I can tell you, when I talked to him, that now they start to believe that it can be in the...
Because let's face it, 8-0, even if it's against Sunderland, it's not easy. Manager is Ronald Koeman, very experienced.
Of course, Sunderland is not a small team. This year it's not very good, but it's not a small team. And I don't remind me 8-0 in the Liga, in the Bundesliga, in the French league. 8-0 is something amazing.
Doesn't happen often.
Yes, so obviously we'll follow Southampton. That's very interesting to watch. In other results from the Premier League, Arsenal, again, were less than impressive as they only managed a 2-2 draw at home with Hull City. Everton beat Aston Villa 3-0 in Goodison Park. And in a crazy match, Liverpool beat Queen's Park Rangers 3-2. 4 goals were scored in the final minutes, 3 of them already in stoppage time. One more match coming up tonight. West Bromwich will host Manchester United. Chelsea is first with 22 points. Manchester City are second, but 5 points behind the leaders. Southampton's impressive victory puts them at third. West Ham and Liverpool are further down, both with 13 points. the Premier League. This Liverpool match, 3-2. It was 1-0 until the 87th minute. Then everything becomes crazy.
Of course. The Premier League is the best championship in the world. There is no other way. Can you imagine from the first minute to the 95th minute? They always fight. They want to score, and you know the audience is the same, and you have 60,000 people shouting even if they lose 3-0. It's the only country in the world where you can see
so much. Gotta love that. Michel Benguigui, Michael Friedman, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that's it for us today. We'll be here again tomorrow with another Talking Football show, this time covering the action from France and Germany. Make sure to join us. Thank you for watching, and have a beautiful day.